Hello family and friends, it's the Old Chrome Dances and I'm back with part 2 of the multi-area garage sales. I didn't know we had abruptly gotten cut off when I was showing you the pouch I'm going to use for medical supplies and a couple other items that my timer somehow had a couple extra minutes added onto it. So I've got that straightened out, so we're back on track, so I should be ending when I should be ending. Okay, I picked this up, same place I got the um, pouch. I got it for $1. Um, it's just a punch. I thought I had one of these. I either got rid of it or I don't know where I put it. One of the two. But I want to punch holes in my 2007 little planner thing I got from Dollar Tree to put in my big planner. And since I can't locate it and I want to get that job finished, I picked that up. So I figured, oh well, I can always donate one if I find the other one. So that was the item we missed out on. Now, on the garage sale that I had brought in that floor ashtray, I do have a big item that's outside, and I'll probably have to haul that outside. And it is a very large animal cage, I guess. It's not a carrier. I would say it's more like a cage that was probably for small items, but we would have bleached it down and hose it off and clean it up. And I'm going to use that for if I have to ever quarantine again. Because a pet, because the idea of putting a pet in the bathroom is a major disaster. So the little kitten's going to end up going into that. I'm going to get that done today because I'm too slow moving, and when you've got a kitten that wants out, yeah, and so that's not. And plus, I don't like. When I gotta go, I gotta get in there. I don't have time to jack around because I'm older, and I just don't like the headache of fighting off an animal to get to my bathroom. So, and this would give plenty of room for a teeny litter box, food, water, and extreme amount of room for the cat. And because it is nice size, and I figured, yeah, that. Storage is a problem. My son said, what the heck are we going to do with it when we don't need it? I says, and I have a very extremely small storage shed that has like the mower and all that in there. I says, I don't know. I says, we'll probably wrap it up real good and put it between the two buildings on the property and store it that way, because I don't want to get rid of it because I never know, I might get a sick cat again and need it. So, but yeah, that did not work. That did not work at all for me. It's making it very rough, so this is my solution to that problem. But I will show that in another video. Okay, this is from the first garage sale. This is a little thing that I picked up. I'm going to keep it in the wrapper rack, so I'm going to donate this. I do believe this is a child's or teen story book series. I didn't realize that I was having a very bad eye day, and I couldn't read anything back here or on the front. I just thought it was, because it was in a thing that had a lot of notepads and notebooks. I thought it was this cool ass notebook, but it's like, then we got to looking, it's like, we think it's a book, so I'm going to leave it in its wrapper and just, it was like only $1, I think, so I'll just donate it. Some kid will enjoy this, I'm sure. So, and then at the same garage sale, I got this thing of peppers. The lady had a lot of she had dried goods and seeds and plants, started plants, a ton of started plants. And there was a bush there of some sort I was considering getting, and I kind of wish I would have gotten it. But none of us are not up to planting a bush right now, so I let it go. I don't know what kind of peppers these are. She couldn't remember for this particular one, but she recommended it for chili. So what I'm going to do is cut a piece off, rehydrate it, and test it on myself, try and find out what the heat value is. If there's a heat value, which I'm sure there probably is. She thought they were cayenne, but I don't know why she couldn't remember. But she said she uses them in chili, so it was 50 cents. And I can't just keep things around because they're pretty. I have been donating a lot of stuff and throwing a lot of stuff out because I'm trying to get things situated differently in my house. And my son has been helping me, which has helped out tremendously. And we've gotten some big progress made on that. So anyhow, from the one that I got, the military pouch, I brought 3 beautiful stones for $1 a piece, and I thought that was a good price because usually when you go to a stone shop, they are kind of pricey, and these are fair-sized stones. I do believe this is pyrite. I might be wrong. I'll have to look it up. My head don't work that great. I can't remember. But I picked this one up, and I believe this is probably pyrite too, or fool's gold, or whatever. I will check them out so I know exactly what I got. This looks different than the other one. That's where, like, solid looking gold. This is flex. And then I got this piece, and I'm sure this is pyrite, although it's got blue through it. I don't know if you can pick that up, but it's extremely magnetic. Extremely magnetic. So it does got blue throughout the stone. So I wasn't sure on this because but then you can see some gold too. So, and so I'm thinking this might be pyrite also, although I've never seen a piece with this much blue through it. But yeah, it's very magnetic. So those are the 3 stones that I picked up. Okay, I managed to get some of the other stuff put away, or not put away, moved. Actually, I want to show this item next because it's a big piece in case I have to go into a part 3. This is very much so in my road. And I'm going to go ahead and show it now. I got to grab it, guys. I've got to bring it closer to me. Oh, great. Okay. Ooh. Alright. Okay. I got this big pot. They wanted 3. I got them down to 2. And this was the only thing I brought from this garage sale. Was this big, this great big pot. So, yeah, it's a honker. It's a big one, and it's a big enamel pot. And, boy, it's clankety. And this would have made a hell of a You know, you could do a nice roast in here. It's got the rack. Very good on the inside. Or you can make a big soup pot or a big stew pot, or I don't know, small jars. You could maybe do a water bath can, although I have both canners. So you could use it for stuff like that, or it would make one heck of a cauldron. So whatever, but I just loved it. Or you could even use it as a planter, I guess, you know, for some plants, some herbs, or whatever. But I don't know for sure what I'm gonna do with it, but I liked it, and I got it for $2. I gotta put it back over here out of my way. So I snapped it up because I've not seen one like this. Even though it's enamelware, you can use it for whatever your desire is. So, does it make any difference? Does it have to be cast iron? Okay. Now, this is our last bag, and look, maybe we can get through this without a part 3. I hope. I hope. I picked up, and yes, I know you can get these at the Dollar Tree for $1, but my Dollar Tree has not gotten them in. And it's the dry erase board. It's brand new in the wrapper with the magnets. And I paid $1 for it, yeah. But it's the counter, you can, you know, do it yourself. So I picked that up because I wanted one at our Dollar Tree. We never got them in, so I kept looking. It's like, I found this one. It's like, well, there's your opportunity. I got her for 50 cents, and I was just crazy about her. Another little kitchen witch that I can hang up in my kitchen. So I thought she was cute. Put this up, you can see her little face. And she's good size. So I picked her up. I think you're losing some of your room there. Okay. And then I picked this one up because I thought this was quite different. And this was all from the first grud sale. Where she was 50 cents, and I call her the Sea Hag, which I think she was handmade. And I call her the Sea Hag Witch. So she's quite different and unusual. So I picked her up for 50 cents. And from that same grad sale, this was $1.50, and it's holds earrings, and I don't know, you might be able to put some bracelets. It's a jewelry holder organizer. So I'm always looking for stuff like this, so I went ahead and snapped this one up. And I really do need to back off of Miss A. I got too much shit. I'm just gonna have to stop. Yes, I have an order coming. I'm just gonna have to stop. I just have to do like I did last time. Totally stay away from the channel, not go on there at the site and look at it, because if I do, I'm gonna buy. I had gotten rid of all my big KitchenAid I had like the entire set. They were in red, and I just loved them. I donated them, but because their handles were so fat that in my thing they took up so much damn space that when I pulled all those and donated them, I was able to go down to one thing that holds which was that owl that I had hauled a while back, which is working out perfect. But I had donated my, I call it a soup spoon. So I got this for, what the hell, I don't know, 25 cents. A ladle, it's labeled ladle. So I needed a new one, and I got one. So it's this much thinner, so I got that problem solved. Dishing up soup and stew. Then, and this is all still from the same garage sale. I got 3 packs of cat toys. It's like, and they were a quarter a piece, so I got like 4 little toys in here. And I got 4 toys here and a dog chew, which I'll throw that out. And then this one has, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think, little toys in here. And I think these were all 25 cents a piece, and I just couldn't pass this up for toys. So I picked up this small ashtray. This is all from the same sale for a quarter. So I can take this one outside on the porch and leave it outside. So I have an ashtray for out there instead of bringing my one continually in and out. I got this here. This was 50 cents. It's PEP Garden des Fleurs Tools, Insights, and Journaling Pages for Cultivating Your Garden. A journal for personal blooming. So I really haven't had time to look it over much, but I liked it, and I picked it up. I don't believe it's a gardening journal. I think it's just for your own personal growth. So I snapped it up. And then I like this. I got this for, I guess this was $1, Notes or Diary. But I thought this was pretty. It has a magnetic clasp, and then it's just a lined notebook. So I picked that up because I like that. I picked this up. It's called Paula's Mini Impressions, and I think she charged me a quarter for it. It just hangs. And it says, life like a flower unfolds its beauties one by one. And I like the saying on that, so I picked that up. Then there was a couple headbands for a quarter a piece, an orange one, and a peace sign one. So I picked those 2 headbands up. And I picked this pickup for 25 cents because I think I'm going to trim my hair again, and when I cut it, shorter, it curls more, and then it's easier just to go through. It's like I permed. Oh no, we're going to have a part 3. Any rate, it helps to make the hair nicer. I don't know. So I picked it up for a quarter. I will be back for part 3. Part 3 will probably be short, but I'll finish the haul. I was hoping I could get it. Probably lost you guys later.